When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Seminoles will kick it away first. And he's going to bring it out. Smacks him in the stiff arm. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will get the first swing of the game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The quick out. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run the back of the catch.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Hauls it in. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Those corner routes are really, really good versus cover 2. You know, the corner's playing zone coverage, and that receiver can push up the field and really break out between the safety and the corner, and had a lot of success.
Touchdown, UNC! All of that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, baby.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. The short hands. It's Robinson. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So Florida State's offense will take the field for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he showed some of it there.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. A quick pass to the left. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Farrell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. There he goes. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
And the Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Finds a crease at the 20. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks. Made a couple of moves and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The short hands, it's Robinson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Quick completion to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. He'll get rid of it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
On the direct snap, it's Robinson. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Rides it and reads it. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle, it's Farrell. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Tar Heels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll go to the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the right. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
It's a draw. Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Rushes on him. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here we go. Looking to fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
The Noles come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Noles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, obviously, at this point in the 1st half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Florida State. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
35, North Carolina.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see how they handle it. Quick handoff. Runs through the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to...
Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. At the 35, he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Caught in the backfield, it's Nichols. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't hang on, it's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be third down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to throw again. A strike downfield. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense, period, that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got the tight end. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing second down and goal.
On the option. Now the toss. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? At this point, the way things have gone in this one, they're probably not surprised. You make a play and they wipe it out on the penalty. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today. This one from 34 yards out. Dead center perfect.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Caught behind the line. It's Moffitt. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The give on the inside. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? The give to the tailback. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here comes the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3.
North Carolina.
Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Here we go, here we go.
That's reeled in. It's Avery. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Leaves it with the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give out of the gun. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Quarterback on the keeper. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Going right to work up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air. It's Herbert. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Setting up the screen. Shakes off the defender. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still... ground to cover for the first down. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Avery. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the read. Touchdown Seminoles! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the air on first down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They're facing a third down.
Let's go.
Back to throw, it's Herbert. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He's got it. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. This quarterback part of their running game. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had